Hello, Redhawks, and welcome to part 2 of math for week 6 learning at home. All right, the reason why we broke apart this week's lessons into 2 different videos is because of the amount of information that the district wants us to cover with you guys on telling time and reading time and adding time. So this week we did telling time and being able to read an analog clock, and now we're going to be working on adding time. There's another part to your learning at home packet called elapsed time, and we will get to that next week. We didn't want to overwhelm you guys with so much information in 1 week, so we're going to save that part for next week. All right, let's get started with adding time. We're going to be working on pages 65 and 66 of your learning at home packet. And we're going to do the another look together and question 1 together, and then you guys are going to be responsible for doing questions 2 and 10. Those 2 questions, 2 and 10, on page 65 and 66 are also going to be on the Google form. So whenever you guys solve everything and then you find your answers for questions 2 and 10, make sure you're recording them on your Google form. All right, let's get started with the another look section. Okay, it says Jed has 2 homework assignments. He spends 15 minutes doing his math homework. So 15 minutes doing his math homework. And then he spends 38 minutes doing his reading homework. How much time does Jed spend doing his homework? Okay, so it's asking us to figure out how much total time he spends doing his homework. Okay, it's asking us to draw a number line. See, it already gives us the number line here, so perfect. First, show the number of minutes Jed spends doing his math homework. Then add the number of minutes Jed spends doing his reading homework. Okay, so we have our number line with our arrows on each end. We're going to start at 0. If he hasn't done any math work or any reading work, he has spent 0 minutes doing his homework. Okay, so that's why we're going to start at 0. Okay, it tells us to first show the number of minutes Jed spends doing his math homework. It says he spends 15 minutes doing his math homework. So we're going to jump forward 15 minutes on our number line. Okay, we know that our median or our midpoint between 2 numbers is always going to have a 5 in between it, okay, in 3rd grade. So we're looking between 10 and 20, and we know that 15 comes halfway between 10 and 20. Okay, so first we added our 15 minutes that Jed spent doing his math homework. Now we need to add the 38 minutes doing his reading homework. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just to show you guys, to break it down a little bit, is I'm going to add by 5 minutes until I get to 35, and then I'm going to add an extra 3. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Here's my midpoint. Plus 3 more is 38 minutes. I'm going to make a big jump so that we can see that. Actually, let me change the color. I'll do blue. 38 minutes represents that big jump. Okay, so what we're doing is we're adding the number of minutes he spends doing his reading homework. We know he spent 15 on math, not just reading, on his math, and then he spent 38 minutes on his reading. Okay, what is the total amount of time he has spent? Okay, 5 doubled this 10 plus an extra 3 to get to 8 is 13. Carry the 1, 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 1 more is 5. So he has spent 53 minutes on his reading and his math homework. And another way that you guys might see, another way that you guys might see this information is in table form. Okay, so the first activity was his math homework. And then the next activity was his reading. Okay, he spent 15 minutes doing his math homework and 38 minutes doing his reading homework. And we need to add them together to find the total. And once again, we get 53 minutes. Don't forget your labels, no negative numbers there. Okay, and it even tells you up here what our label should be. Okay, so that is this first part of adding time. Let's look at the next question. Let's look at question number 1. A bus travels for 22 minutes from Greensburg to Pleasant Valley. Then it travels 16 minutes from Pleasant Valley to Red Mill. How many minutes does it travel? So this is a 2-part question as well. Okay, we have a number line here. It tells us that the bus travels for 22 minutes from Greensburg to Pleasant Valley. So that's what this first arrow represents, 22 minutes. You know that 5 is going to be our midpoint, 25 will be our midpoint between 20 and 30. 22 comes somewhere between 20 and 25. So that's why this dot is here. Okay, so we added 22 minutes, and then the bus traveled from Pleasant Valley to Red Mill, another 16 minutes. Okay, so we need to figure out how far on our number line our number should be. Okay, what I'm going to do first, just so that I can get an estimate or get the actual time that they have spent traveling, I'm going to set up my chart like we did on the first question. Okay, so this is I'm just going to put Greensburg to Pleasant Valley, and then Pleasant Valley to Red Mill. Okay, he spent 22 minutes here, 16 minutes traveling here, and then I'm going to put my total down below. Okay, 2 plus 6 is 8. We don't need to regroup. 2 plus 1 is 3. So I know he spent 38 total minutes traveling. Okay, now it's a lot easier to figure out where 38 should be on our number line. Okay, we know our midpoint between 30 and 40 is going to be 35. 38 is more than 35, so it's going to be somewhere around here. So the second part of the trip is going to be the 16 minutes that we added to the 22 minutes on their trip. Total of 38 minutes. All right, guys, that is it for me today. Don't forget, you guys are responsible for doing questions 2 and 10 on page 65 and 66. And don't forget to answer those questions on the Google form. Good luck, guys. See you later. Bye.